Came in through there, and I'll check this place out. Alright. Can't talk to these guys. Imagine they'll attack us at some point. Legion of the Dead Relic. Does that mean that great armor that he's using disappears? Let's see. The Gang Shade. The stone has a will that surrounds and directs. She guides even when we are willfully blind to her influence. But she is not pure. The stone bears a corruption as old as balance. For the dwarves to prosper, the gang, the waste and unstable rock, must be cut away. But like the stone, the gang also has an influence. Each of us must face this. We must carve through the worst of ourselves. But the Legion of the Dead bears a unique responsibility. Only the fully adorned of the Legion can face the gang, can cut into the darkness that afflicts the raw stone. She encircles us and must protect her. Okay, does that mean I have to take Sten up there? I think I might be missing a Helm.
It shall be as you say.
Let's see what happens. Helm of the Legion. That's Legionnaire Key. Friends, we have argued long, but I would propose a different direction. It is not unprecedented that one of our numbers should end up in the Legion. Okay, I think we've read this. Okay, here's the addendum. Dearest Gilly, or Jilly, I know things have been difficult since the censure of our house. I had hoped to bear the cost of my actions alone, but if I had a full understanding of the consequences, I wouldn't have murdered above my caste in the first place. I did not abandon you lightly, but I knew of no other way to insulate you against my shame than by joining the Legion. It is a half measure that has earned me no right to seek your comfort, but please, I beg you, for one moment of foolish optimism. There is talk of a new soldier, a noble. The things I've heard, I will not curse them by voicing them aloud, but it may be a path to respectability for my kin, for you. If there remains any official line open to our name, can you verify it is real, that the House of Ferald is in good stead? May this report find the proper eyes to affect future tactics. We found an enclave of the spawn, possibly a breeding lair, but we could make no approach. There were far more spawn than anticipated, and I divided the squad to draw the main body of the horde away. I do not expect to survive, but I have made certain that most of my men will see another day. I am torn by this, as my petition will go unheard, and that may curse many more of the Legion than would die here. I simply cannot abandon the men I have looked in the eye and called brother. Perhaps they will not thank me for this, believing themselves already dead, but where there is life there is hope. I will not be last to see their worth. And from a recovered Legion of the Dead field report by Lord Darius Ferald. Casualty: Darius Ferald, lieutenant, found dead with his squad. The corpse was left untouched, suggesting the Darkspawn feared his spirit even in death. His ferocity defending his men was corroborated by survivors before they succumbed to corruption. It is a rare for a soldier's actual death to exceed the honors given at his enlistment, but Ferald was an odd one, an agitator. His eccentric promises were disruptive, and I fear his death may demoralize more of the Legion than actually heard his fantasies firsthand. He was committed to the stone with his insignia, as honorable a burial as we can manage with the spawn at our heels, but officially he has formed a second front. Better his foolish hopes are diluted by time than killed outright. Alright. Too early in the morning to be reading stuff like that. Okay, now, are we to be attacked? Yes, yes we are. Well, let's go ahead into the inventory and equip this helm. There we are. Helm of the Legion. Yeah, works for me. Yeah, everybody's helms came off. I don't know why. And you're missing your shoes. Sure, I had some shoes for you. Alright, well, you can go shoeless. That'll do. And you managed to keep your helm on. Good job, Alistair. Fire arrows? Who has the fire arrows? No, you have bolts. One of us has fire arrows. There we go. Destroy the rest. That's actually quite nice. That bow. Sorry, I should have paused. I think I will. I was just trying to clean up a little space. To heck with it. Alright, let's just double check I didn't leave anybody with their bow. Good. And, well, let me switch back to me.
Saving the day. This should be fun. Need a little rest here. If you insist. Anyone got a spare second wind?
Alright.
No?
I was sort of hoping that since Sten was wearing the full set of armor, maybe we wouldn't be attacked. Clearly, that was a false hope. And I'll just check for loot, and I see that Alistair has managed to eke out another level. And I imagine that key we found is for the door right next to us. So I'm going to pause things, and we'll level up Alistair, see what he decides to give himself as a treat, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, I'm honestly not sure what he gave himself. I think it was either Death Blow, which restores stamina every time he kills somebody, which is kind of handy, or perhaps Shield Mastery. That's a passive that just improves all his shield skills, and apparently turns him into Captain America. Alright, so that will do anyway. No changes to his tactics, because he...
The men, they kill. They're merciful. But the women, they want to touch, to mold, to change until you are filled with them.
You. Now, as I recall, the battle we're heading towards, I really found quite difficult, quite unpleasant. Your typical boss battle, and you know me in boss battles. So, if I can determine right when it starts, I don't know how close we are to it.
Oh, right.
We'll probably end the game there for today, and I'll probably
They took Laren.
read some
They made
tactics
her
on the
eat
internet.
the others, our friends.
I think we've got a ways to go yet, though. Although there's a quest marker just ahead.
And while she ate, she grew. She swelled and turned gray. She smelled like them. They remade her in their image. Then she made more of them.
Dead cast insignia. If proven, the lineage of the dead cast house symbol could lead to the Legion of the Dead being considered as a form of noble house in its own right. It must be entered into the memories in the Shaperet if the validity of the claim is to be tested. Alright, so that's kind of what we were working towards, trying to get the dead cast recognized. And yes, going by the increasing
Brood mother.
goo, I would say this is the, oops. Well, we'll give it one shot. I seem to remember you're supposed to leave one of the tentacles. More burgers. Biggie size the fries. So I think you're supposed to leave one of these. I'm just gonna go for it. And I think it helps to be up here. Well. So that's one down.
I will fight if I must.
Well, let's, I don't know. Oh, I guess I'll, hang on a second. Alright, so I am back. Just a quick phone call, and let's, well, let's all die, shall we? Let's all just go nuts here. See what happens.
So be it.
Little rest here. Going. Oh, right.
Right then.
I seem to remember, too, we get attacked shortly. And I think, well, I don't know, we're doing okay. But I really think we're soon to die. There's a lot of work to do here.
Time to play.
Cost cutter.
Yes. All right.
You will not win.
Yeah, and I think when that happens, much like with the trolls, he's pretty doomed. Let me help myself to some health. Same with you. No point saving it. Sten, what the heck? You help yourself as well.
Point.
I think he was actually knocked out of drinking that, so let's try that again. There we go. Oh, we lost Alistair. I tried. You go ahead.
And I'm off.
Oh, she's not one of those ones that like has a second. Let's see. Yeah, let's head back in there.
Tisk tisk. Now this should be fun.
extend's gonna go. Ooh, so am I. I think it's this poison. And we're so close. I wonder if we can get out of this poison cloud, if that's a wise maneuver. Probably not. Okay, now I want to take one of these.
I'm off. All right, I'm game.
Come on, die! Die! Oh, so toast. When I'm in slow motion, you are so toast.
That's where they come from. That's why they hate us. That's why they need us. That's why they take us. That's why they feed us. But the true abomination is not that it occurred.